Last weekend, we wanted a quick getaway somewhere not too far from home where we could leave on Saturday and be back by Sunday. So, we decided to spend a day in Chicago. We stayed in downtown, and honestly, that was an experience in itself. We started our morning very simply. We had our breakfast and tea. Since we were planning to have an early lunch later, we kept things light and easy. After getting ready, we packed up our things and headed out for the day. After getting ready, we drove to the parking garage near the Sears Tower. We had booked both our parking and tower tickets online, which made everything very easy. We reached before the afternoon rush, so there wasn't much waiting. Then it was finally time to visit the Willis Tower, which many people still call the Sears Tower. At 1,450 feet tall with 110 floors, it was once the tallest building in the world. The elevator ride was surprisingly fast, taking less than a minute to reach the observation deck, and the view from the top was absolutely worth it. We could see the city stretching in every direction, Lake Michigan shining in the distance, and the tiny cars and building far below. It really gives you a different perspective of Chicago. After exploring the tower, we had lunch downstairs and spent some time relaxing. One thing we liked about Willis Tower was that we did not have to go looking for food elsewhere. The building itself has a large dining area with lots of options from burgers and sandwiches to Mexican food, sushi, salads, coffee, and desserts. So we grabbed lunch there before continuing our rest of the day. It made the whole visit really easy and convenient. From there, we walked to Millennium Park. It's about a 15 to 20 minutes walk from Willis Tower, and honestly, walking is one of my favorite ways to explore a city. Years ago, when the kids were little, we always had a stroller with us. Now that they are older, we can simply walk and enjoy everything around us. The walk itself was part of the fun. Watching the trains pass overhead, seeing the busy streets, and looking up at the tall buildings made the city feel alive. Even after a full lunch, we couldn't resist grabbing some fresh mango and watermelon from a nearby vendor. Millennium Park was another highlight of the day. The famous Cloudgate sculpture, better known as the Bean, is made from polished stainless steel panels that reflect the city's skyline and everyone standing around it. No matter how many photos you see online, it's still fun to experience it in person. We have been there before, but the kids were much younger then. This time it felt different because they could appreciate and understand more of what they were seeing. One thing we realized very quickly is that Chicago has so much to offer that one day barely scratches the surface, but at the same time, even one day was enough to make some great memories. And yes, the Windy City definitely lived up to its name. The breeze coming off the lake felt wonderful throughout the day, especially because the weather was absolutely perfect. Later, we drove to Navy Pier, which is about a 10 to 15 minutes drive from Millennium Park, depending on traffic. We had already booked parking there as well, which made things much easier. Navy Pier had such a fun atmosphere. There was live music, people walking along the waterfront, families enjoying rides, and beautiful views of Lake Michigan everywhere you looked. The kids especially loved the rides. Watching them laugh and enjoy themselves made the whole trip worthwhile. We all wanted to ride the Ferris wheel. The views of Lake Michigan and the Chicago skyline from up there were beautiful. After that, the kids were ready for some ice cream, so we stopped for a sweet treat before continuing our walk. Navy Pier is one of those places that never disappoints, whether it's watching the boats on Lake Michigan, enjoying the waterfront views, or simply observing people having a good time. There's always something happening. Every visit feels a little different, and that's what makes it such a fun place to explore. And somehow we completely lost the track of time. We were supposed to attend a flyover Chicago earlier in the evening, but ended up missing our original time slot. Thankfully, we were able to reschedule for later that night. And honestly, flyover Chicago turned out to be one of our favorite experiences of the day. For about 20 minutes, it felt like we were soaring over Chicago and some incredible landscapes. It was immersive, exciting, and something the whole family enjoyed. By the time we returned to our place, we were tired, but it was the good kind of tired that comes after a day well spent. The next morning, we decided to head home early. Originally, we had thought about exploring more of the city, but we had commitments. waiting for us back home. Sometimes knowing when to end a trip is part of enjoying it too. Chicago is one of those cities that keeps making you want to come back. Between the architecture, the riverwalk, the parks, the food, Navy Pier, the museum, the lakefront, and the neighborhoods, there is always something new to see. If you're visiting for the first time, I think 3 to 4 days would be ideal to explore comfortably. One day gave us a wonderful taste of the city, but there is still so much left for us to experience. And maybe that's why I enjoy Chicago so much. Every visit leaves me wanting to walk its streets just a little longer and come back one more time. Before leaving, I always like to leave the space as clean as we can. Since we had time, I tidied up the apartment while my husband took out the trash. It just feels good to leave with a little gratitude behind, and then we started our drive back home with memories that were truly worth it.